This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Today we're slinging out yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application called Monorail that's on my springboard right there ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of boot this up and show you how it works, obviously by not doing that. So let me go back and just kind of start with one of these initial levels. This is a fresh install, so obviously not a lot of progress made here so far. And of course I do have the sound off just because it is easier to hear us. No, I would not like to quit Monorail at this point. I'm not a quitter. This application is available for 99 cents in the App Store, so you can go ahead and go and pick this one up at any point if you would like. This is a completed level I've already done. Let me go ahead and go back and do this one here. So essentially the concept here is that you are going to want to build a bridge. Essentially the app is asking you the question, are you as smart as a civil engineer? Which I've quickly discovered, no, I am not. And the reason I know this is because I have had quite a bit of trouble building bridges, which we'll talk about in a second. But that is essentially what you will do. So for instance, you'll lay down some track, which I just did from one end of the gap to the other. And then when you feel like seeing how your bridge might hold up, you hit the play button. You can see the track sags, and I've got a train that's about to go derailed very quickly. Stress happens, it breaks, and then that's the end of the story. So obviously to correct this, you're going to need to build supports. So you can do this in a variety of different ways. I'm going to do it like this. And we'll see how it goes. And of course, if you make a mistake, you can hit the undo button just like that. Very easy and simple to do there. I should start paying more attention to this as I'm doing it, but that's okay. Well, I'll just kind of hack out something really quickly, just so you can kind of see how it works, and then we'll go from there. As you can see, the controls here are not the most precise ever. You do have a grid which you can turn off simply by hitting this if you would like, or you can do that to remove bits as well, so that exists if you would need it. But as I mentioned, the controls, not the most precise ever on the face of the planet in terms of these kind of games, which is actually kind of frustrating. You have the grid, but it's still sort of a real effort. You have to put in some effort to make sure that the bits align themselves in the same way. And if you'll notice, some of these points, these nodes, or these nodes actually, are not actually sort of lined up with the rest of the level as they should be. This is something that is more pervasive in other levels, not maybe so much this one, but we have noticed that quite a bit, and it is very irritating. So there's that. I'm just going to go ahead and sort of fill in as many of these as I possibly can, and we'll see what happens, because this is probably not going to work out, but you never know. We'll find out. Yep, I believe I put as many points as I possibly can, so when you're ready, you simply hit the go button, and this is not going to work. Obviously, it's a little bit too saggy, so that's not going to hold up. At least I don't think so. There you go. Train goes down, people die, and that's the end of it. Obviously, the game is challenging. Challenging is always good with a puzzler. We like puzzlers a lot, and we also like challenging puzzlers. They're cool. But this one happens to be kind of a little too off-kilter for our liking. The reason being, the physics engine involved here is just not the smoothest. So for instance, you'll notice the train, very slow, all of a sudden very quick. As far as the weight of the train too, it's kind of finicky in terms of how much of the train's presence on the bridge actually affects the weight and the stress. It's also a little too difficult to actually find the specific focal points where the stress is happening, so as to correct that later. That is a problem that we had quite a lot. So these small little things sort of amount to a gaming experience that is a little less than satisfying, which of course for any game, especially a puzzler, is just not good. That's something, not to say that the game is not good, but the experience itself is slightly disappointing. Then again, the app only costs $1, and if you're into iOS puzzling, you're not going to lose out too much there, so that is a reason to possibly give it a go if you're out of any other options and would like to pursue it. With that note, I'm going to go ahead and slap this and give our final star rating. Obviously, we think it needs some improvement, and we hope that future updates do bring along those improvements. The graphics are great, the concept is still solid, and the price is fantastic. So with all of that in mind, we are going to give Monorail ! A 3 out of 5 star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. And that is all we have to say about it. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but we will see you guys later. Bye.